right, welcome back to the video, guys. Today we have another tier list. We have the best bowling balls of 2025. But since the back half of the year typically doesn't get a whole lot of love on these tier lists, we're gonna go from the middle of 2024 to the middle of 2025. If you are watching for the first time, my name is Darren Tang. I bowl professionally on the PBA Tour, and I am on Storm staff, so we will be making a tier list on all of the Storm, Rotogrip, and 900 Global bowling balls. So let's go through our tier list categories. At the top, we have, it's supposed to be a nut. Kind of looks like a coconut. That's what we call when we have great ball reaction. We have the nut, the berries, basically the god tier. Next one down, we have a bowl of rice, and I'm Asian, and in Asian cuisine, rice is a staple. So these are the staple bowling balls category. Next one down, thumbs up. Now, not necessarily staples in the bag, but they're balls that I would use. Those are the ones where if I have more than 6 balls to take, I will bring these balls as well as additions to the arsenal. Next, we have the car. If I can drive to a tournament, I am bringing as many as possible. But these are the ones that aren't going into the bowling center first. Stay in the car, just in case. And the last one, those are the eyes. Balls that I've not thrown myself. I've only seen them go down the lane. Those go there. Without further ado, let's begin. The balls are in as chronological order as I can remember, which is probably not the most chronological. But if there are any balls missing from August of 24 to August of 25, let me know where you think that it would go in the tier list. Okay, so we're gonna start with the Summit Ascent. Cleaner cover, pretty strong core. I thought it was a really good ball, but fairly niche. Like, it didn't really fit my bag the way I want it because of the core and cover combination. So this one for me is gonna be a thumbs up. Definitely a ball that I've thrown. I did bowl an entire regional with just this ball once because my bags didn't show up on time. A shout out to Bay Area Pro Shop. They let me come in and drill a couple of bowling balls before I went to go bowl the regional. I drilled a red ball and this ball because we were bowling on 36 feet, 37 feet. And I thought the Summit Ascent would give me the widest range possible because the core is so strong. It'll still want to read the body of the lane pretty good. But given the cleaner cover, I figured if I lock myself into a big cover bowling ball and I have to keep moving left, I'm going to get into trouble because my ball is going to burn up. And the Summit Ascent cover is weak, so it gets down the lane pretty good. So I was hoping to throw the red ball for as long as possible and then go into the Summit Ascent. Unfortunately, the red ball looked terrible, and I threw this pretty much the entire tournament, and I finished third. So that was pretty cool. If I had an entire arsenal, maybe I could have won, but shout out to K-Dub. I bowled him in the finals, and he kicked my ass. Next, we have the Optimum Idol Pearl. This is one that I liked a lot when it came out. I'm going to put this one in the staple category just because it fits the bill. It's a fairly strong cover, a strong symmetric core. I always have to have that 1-2 punch ball, and the Optimum Idol fits the cleaner portion of that 1-2 punch. So really good there. You guys all remember. Oh, had its own little deal on the League Series, which was pretty cool. Anyways, moving on, we have the Sublime Focus. This ball is very early. It is pretty round off the back because no density puck like the other balls like it. It's symmetric, it's on the stronger side, but it doesn't have that puck, which means it's not gonna crank as hard off the spot down the lane. I really like the original Sublime because it was that clean, smooth motion. Really good on short patterns at the end of the block. This one I'm gonna go thumbs up as well. I really liked my one-handed one because it made the swirl on the ball made my rev rate look really high. And I know my rev rate wasn't very high one-handed. It was like 420. Thumbs up for the Sublime Focus. Honestly, a ball that I might like a little better two-handed just because I'm struggling with my ball coming off the spot too hard. Maybe I'll try another one of these days. Next, we have Ion Max. And at the current moment, I feel like it kind of has to go in the nut category. Also staple. It's pretty up there. I don't really know. Yeah, I'm gonna go nut because this is pretty much the go-to big ball in my opinion that we have right now. Must throw, first ball of the bag type deal if you're not throwing urethane. I had my first top 16 with this ball two-handed on the tour, which was really cool. Finished just behind Kyle Troop. If you guys know, you know. But Ion Max had a good amount of success with this ball. I don't know why I don't throw it more often. I just drilled a reality and I really like that, so that's probably why. But Ion Max, nut bowling ball. Can it really be a nut ball if I don't have it in my bag right now? Yeah, I can. Yeah, I'll put another one in my bag soon. Physics Blackout. Okay, so this one kind of fits that tricky range. It's the type of bowling ball that's, it either does it all or doesn't do it at all for you. I really like the Physics, the original one. That ball did it all for me. That ball was amazing. This one, I found myself not really throwing a whole lot. I don't know why. I like the way it rolls, but it just fits a weird spot in the bag. Like, it's really strong, but it's a pearl ball. It's clean, comes dull, and I like to have that separation. So I like to have an Ion Max type bowling ball in the bag, and then I like to have an Attention Star type bowling ball in the bag. The Physics Blackout is somewhere in between, but I don't think it's quite early enough to fit that Ion Max slot. This one's gonna be a thumbs up for me as well. It's gonna be kind of hard to live up to the original Physics. That ball was pretty much perfect. You know, it was a big ball, asymmetric, hybrid, has the perfect colors. It's got black, blue, and red. I think those are the ultimate colors in a bowling ball. And purple, but obviously no purple in the physics. So physics blackout, unfortunately, is a thumbs up for now, but if Lance were doing this list, he'd probably put it in the nut category. Zen 25. This one is also going to be a staple in the bag. Interchangeable with the Optimum Idol Pearl. I like them equally, which is why I'm putting them both in the staple category. Neither are the nut, just because I feel like we haven't had that nut type bowling ball for a clean, symmetric middle piece in a while. Not like any Marvel Pearl or original Idol Pearl. Those were the daddy back in the day. But yeah, Rice Bowl for me for the Zen 25. Zen ball good, still good. I do like it still, just because it's not a nut ball as me, I don't like it. So I'm actually carrying a Marvel Pearl in my bag for the regionals right now, which is why I'm not throwing either of those two. Can't throw the Marvel Pearl on tour, so I'm gonna throw it where I can. All right, next we have the league specific special ball, the Equinox. Equinox, personally haven't thrown it a whole lot because I don't really bowl league a lot, and when this ball came out, I wasn't bowling league at all. Maybe we'll drill one for league. We're about to ramp the league series back up. We're gonna do what we can. Production quality may not be as good as it was before. It's gonna be a work in progress. We're gonna do what we can to bring you guys the league content that you guys deserve. But for now, thumbs up. Equinox. Should be wearing my Equinox hat. All right, Origin. So hybrid, clean, big cover, big core. What does that mean? It's gonna be strong. Personally, I like it. I haven't thrown it a ton. I think it's gonna be a really good two-handed ball for me. It's been a better two-handed than one-handed ball for me. One of the few balls I have thrown both styles. I wanna put it in the staple category, but it's, again, kind of like the physics, just in a different way. The cover's stronger, but it comes shiny. You could sand it to make it dull. So to be fair, I feel like I should put it in the thumbs up category, especially because I haven't thrown it a ton. So that's what I'm gonna do. But maybe I'll be throwing it more next season. We'll see. All right, Phase AI. Phase AI had a lot of hype around it just because it's a phase. I don't think it performs as well in that slot as the Optimum Idol Pearl or the Zen 25. So for that, I'm gonna put it in thumbs up category. It's just a little early for that spot. So if you're a little on the higher ball speed side and you're trying to choose between the three, I think the Phase AI is definitely it. But definitely not a ball that rounds off it the way I want to see it. All right, Rice Ball category for... Initially, Road Warrior was Rice Ball category. That was kind of the go-to ball for me for a little bit. So I'm going to put it there. We didn't have a lot of balls like that. Yeah, the High Road Pearl got discontinued a decent amount of time before this one came out. I think scarcity is the key word here. We didn't have a lot of balls like that down there in the bag. So yeah, I'd be more than happy to drill another one because it's actually pretty round for what it is. And round is the name of the game for me at the moment. So clean and round. Got a ball like that coming up a little later in the tier list, so pretty excited for that. Attention Star S2. This ball is super underrated in my opinion. It gives me original physics vibes, but maybe a little bit cleaner. I don't know why I don't carry this ball. I mean, it also fits that weird gap where, you know, it's either you use it on everything or you never use it. And right now it's I never use it, but every time I've used it, it's been really good. So I don't really know what I'm doing right now. Maybe I'll bring it to the regional bowling this weekend in San Jose. I'm gonna put this in the Rice Bowl category. It's a ball that I threw a lot on the tour this year, and a ball that I just like a lot, period. I wonder if we're gonna get an Attention Star solid soon. All right, next ball, Rockstar. Rockstar's been very, very good. Ooh, I don't know if this goes in the nut category or Rice Bowl nut. Rice, nut, rice. I'm gonna put it in the nut category. It's been kind of the go-to benchmark piece for me. Finished 11th this year in doubles with my boy Eric Hatchett at the Open Championships. I threw this every single game. I moved a total of about 2 boards, and I shot 767 with it. So that was really cool. Solid block, solid bowling ball. Actually, it's literally a solid bowling ball. Rockstar nut, good ball. Supposedly the Phase 2 replacement-ish, but we still make the Phase 2, so been more of a Rockstar guy than Phase 2 at the moment. IQAI. Okay, what is this gonna do here? I'm gonna give a thumbs up for this one. I feel like you always have to have a low RG, low diff option in the bag, and I know we don't have one in the nut or the rice ball category yet, but IQAI has been fairly niche for me, and actually a pretty good 1-2 punch at the bottom of the bag with the Typhoon, which is coming up later. The IQ just kind of it's weird. So the IQ has a lot less diff, which means it's gonna stay online a little longer, and typically that means a little rounder off it, but this ball's actually a little quick for me because I think we're lacking the extra hole. I don't really understand all the core dynamics. I understand enough to know where to put the holes in the ball, but it's still been a learning process two-handed, what balls to throw when, one or two-handed. So great ball, put it in thumbs up for now. Moving on. RST Hyperdrive. I kept calling it the RCX Hyperdrive at first. Not a ball that I really threw a whole lot, but I think messing around with some layouts, I could probably put this one back in the bag at some point. Kind of gives me a little bit Sherlock vibes with some pink in it, which is kind of cool because I really like the Sherlock. But it's really Ion Max or Hyperdrive, so one or the other. And because I feel like you need one or the other, and because the Ion Max is in the nut category, I'll put this one in the staple, just because you need one or the other. And I always like to have a filled out arsenal in the Rice Bowl category. Hustle Earth and Hustle Glow, I haven't thrown either of these, so that's where they go. I just got a Hustle X-Ray, and I don't mind that one. Haven't really thrown that one a whole lot. I haven't thrown it at all in tournaments yet. But I heard the Hustle Earth hooks a mile. So if you're looking for bang for your buck, Hustle Earth, check out TV Bowling Supply. Mikey has a review on that one. Actually, both of them. I think Chris threw the Earth, Mikey threw the Glow. But also, tvbowlingsupply.com, if you use my coupon code DTANG5, you get 5% off of the site. All right, next ball. Ultimate Wrecker. This ball is a car ball for me. Remember how we said the Road Warrior was the only ball down there? Now we got a bunch. So we got this one, the next ball, High Road 40, IQAI we put down there, Typhoon. So there's just a lot of other options. And I was never really a big wrecker guy. So that's going to be if I have a lot of options to bring and the ones in the top 3 categories don't look so good, this is one that I would look to try. And they were always just kind of weird down lane for me, you know, kind of, I don't know how to explain it, but, you know, just kind of, I also probably didn't drill this one the best way possible for my current style of bowling. That's where we're at. Okay, next, High Road 40. This one is one of the very few balls that don't have AI, so if you claim to not like AI, this would be the ball for you. Amazing color, that's the Storm Teal. I haven't thrown it a whole lot just because I've been bowling a lot of regionals lately. This ball didn't come out during the tour season. It is a higher flaring ball than the Typhoon. I don't really have a whole lot to say. I'm gonna put thumbs up for this one, or this one in the thumbs up category, just because I haven't thrown it a whole lot, but it does feel like a ball you need to have in the bag. Something like it, not specifically the High Road 40. I just gave mine away at a clinic, so I do want to drill another one, maybe a little bit stronger. Okay, next in the bag we have the Ion Pro Solid. This ball has been a Chris Vi ball. Very good for him, very quick for me. His hand more up the back, my hand right now a little more around the side. And I feel like it's very violent when it sees it, which is very uncommon for one, a solid ball and a ball with low diff, but two-handed, of course, no weight hole in there, thumb hole. So that's going to make it get down the lane even further and make it even quicker off the spot when it sees friction. So, you know, it's the only low RG, low diff ball we kind of have here. And I always say you're going to have a low RG, low diff ball in the Rice Bowl category. So I'll put it there. It's a little more biased from the Chris Vi camp than mine, but yeah, it's all good. Ion Pro Solid, pretty good ball. Okay, we have the Belmo balls coming up. We have the original Identity with the teal in it, and then we have the Identity BCP, which has the good bowling ball colors, purple, red, black. Original Identity is a car ball for me. It didn't look great. It kind of did the ultimate wrecker thing where it got to the spot. It did some weird things, things that I personally just don't like to see for my eye. And I drilled 2 of them exactly the same. Don't know why I was expecting different results, and they pretty much did the exact same thing. So that's on me. But the BCP I like a lot more. Maybe not a staple in the bag just because I have the Attention Star S2 in there, and this one is kind of in the same ballpark. I think the colors make a big difference. This one gets it down the lane just a little more. I drilled it a little bit stronger too, so it's a little rounder, which I don't mind at all. But when this thing hits the pins, it does the nice thing, which is kind of cool. Okay, level. Lots to say about the level. This is basically our first shot at like a non-urethane ball that's trying to get close to a urethane ball. Out of the box, I think it's phenomenal. But once it gets a little shiny, then things get a little dicey because now you got to hit it with some more surface. And then maybe sometimes it does the thing. Sometimes it gets offline too quick. The way it feels, the cover just doesn't feel early enough. So this one, I think I'm going to drill one for league. So I'm going to put this one in the car category for now, for tournaments. For league, I think it's going to be a staple because when they get cliffed, I get too far left. I don't really throw it super hard, so I'd like to stay further right, and I think that's what the level's going to be for me. Maybe a 4x4x6 layout. Actually, I got league coming up soon, so I got to drill one. For the next league series, do you guys want me to try a little harder? I feel like I should. So next, we have 5 more balls. We have the Origin EX. This one's also going to be a car ball for me just because I haven't thrown it a ton. I do prefer the original Origin over the EX. I don't know why. I feel like this is another version of the Attention Star S2. And obviously I like the Attention Star S2. But another option, it's a cleaner cover, it's a big ball. I think the core is actually bigger than the Attention Star, so great for league in buildings with very old surfaces because the cover is a little cleaner. So you still get everything out of a big ball with the core, but the freedom of a cleaner cover for those old surfaces. Next ball, not even a question, nut ball. When Del Ballard always used to say the lanes always come to a high road. for me, the lanes always come to Typhoon. I call it Typhoon time. Typhoon time, I'm pretty much averaging 240. I'm throwing it over the gutter, just throwing it to the right, does the thing. I have mine drilled really strong. That COG, the last number in my layout is 5.25. Just randomly thought of it. The first 2 games I bowled with this ball, I averaged 280 at the Tournament of Champions. Like, how can I not like a ball that I'm averaging 280 with? Liked it then, still like it now. This ball absolutely has to be in my bag every single day of the week. Gremlin. I haven't actually thrown this one a lot, but I did throw it a little bit when I won my first 2-handed PBA regional title. So I feel like that's got to have some extra juice to it. I think it's a slight step above the Optimal Idol Zen 25 range because it's asymmetric, but it does feel really clean to me. So I think I'm going to drill another one and just drill it a bit stronger, but for now, it's going to be thumbs up for me. Ember, I like a lot. Slight step down from the middle of the pack balls, the benchmark ones. I drilled it really strong, so I got that clean smooth out of it. That's going to be a staple in my bag for now. I do like it a lot. I think I can go Rockstar, Ember, Typhoon, Urethane ball, spare ball, and then that last ball, honestly, doesn't really matter. I've been throwing that core a lot. It's funny going from 1 to 2-hand, how things have changed. Anyways, we got one more ball in the bag. It's the Cove. I didn't get a very good first impression of it. I wasn't sure how I was going to like it. I am going to drill another one just to see a layout difference. The one I drilled is the same as my Ember. On the fresh, it's quicker. When oil gets down the lane, then it gets straighter than the Ember. So it just feels very confused. And that's the tough part when you're trying to buy a bowling ball and you happen to get one like this and it just feels confused. I'm gonna put that in the car. It does seem like a very niche ball for me at the moment, but I did watch some of the girls throw it at the clinic I just helped out at, and theirs looked really good. Maybe there is some merit to one-handed versus two-handed balls. The specific one I have right now probably wouldn't throw. But anyways, that is my 2025 best bowling balls list from Storm, Rotogrip, and 900 Global. If you guys enjoyed the content, I'd appreciate it if you click the subscribe button, like the video, leave me a comment down below if you guys want to see any other tier lists in the future. And I know my comment section's been quite toxic as of late, so I don't read a lot of the comments because of that, because no matter how much someone says that doesn't bother them, reading some toxic things kind of gets to you a little bit, so I just try not to read them at all. But anyways, I'll have at least somebody read some comments to see what we could do moving forward. I appreciate you guys watching if you made it this far. EFX.co, you get 10% off with DATA at checkout. Underrated muscle, thank you so much for your support. That link will be in the description below if you're interested in taking your fitness journey to the next level. And thank you, Storm, for supporting me through everything. I really appreciate them giving me a shot early on, and now we're still doing the thing. So thank you so much. Oh yeah, and Vice. Can't bowl without those grips. I guess you could, but it wouldn't be quite as nice. But anyways, thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.